Passengers with destination to Nashville, Tennessee, or clear to board at
All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll get started with Gonzalo's press conference with Doug and Jason here in the room, and then after that, we'll go to Zoom. If you have a Zoom question, just please use the raise your hand function and we'll get to you at the end. Thanks. Doug, go ahead.
Considering the winless streak, the quality of the opponent on the road, how important was this win, not only just for the team right now, but maybe for the rest of the season?
I think it was a massive performance, but we've been playing good. We've been playing maybe not at the same caliber, but something close to this, and we didn't get many results. And today we did very well in terms of being clinical in the key moments, and I think the players deserve every single part of those 3 points.
Why did you make the formation change, and how did that maybe help y'all be, it looked to me, more aggressive going forward tonight?
Well, I want to have good possession. That was one of the main reasons. Was I wanted the build-up to be very, very clear. I think understanding that Messi and Suarez were going to be on top, I wanted to have always a 3v2 against them, and from there start a good build-up play. But the players did amazing in terms of, because at times you can set certain advantages for players, but they are the ones that are looking at the pockets, unbalancing the opponent, creating the spaces, and they attacked that very well. There were difficult moments in the game where we didn't have enough rhythm, or we were losing balls in the build-up, but then we were always with a good base of 3 players defending. So that was also part of the why, is because I wanted to be protected in the middle of the field in transition moments, or when they were in the ball, we just clog the middle. We don't allow Messi, Suarez to have a lot of freedom there. But I think the players did well, both out of possession, in possession, but also in transition.
And the job that, I mean, Saba gets 2 goals tonight. TRE did, yeoman's work with his hold-up play and coming back on defense. Just talk about just the reward those guys got with the goals and their performances tonight.
Yes, I think the reward is not just about today. It's about many games where they were doing really, really good, but it's tough. It's tough when you are, outplaying certain opponents and creating better expected goals than the opponents, but we didn't get the 3 points, and you can lose your confidence at some point. So for me, it was a big sign of great mentality for the team. But it's also a reward for the fans, because one thing I really appreciated today was the corner on the back of the goal. It was completely filled by our fans that traveled here trying to, motivate our players, and that was amazing. That connection, again, it means a lot to me. So thank you to the fans for coming here and support us. I think they did it in the best moment.
Is this a base formation we might see more of now?
Who knows? It might be. I think it looked really, really good. We have to see game by game what is better for us. It certainly look really good, and we have just to assess this game individually, and from there maybe we try to build some momentum with this formation. I have to take a look to Charlotte. I haven't seen anything. I think they play more in 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 formation. We'll see if that suits this back 5.
How much more stability does those 3 center backs give you on a night like this?
Yes, it's a lot about, having 3 center backs stable and closing down a lot of options, but at the same time is the maturity of those center backs that, Abraham, Derek, Stian, they have faced a lot of this type of games. So it's that helped, but also, Noah coming in for the last 20 minutes and casually just shutting down Messi and Luis Suarez. So it was a great story for that back 3, but also Noah did his part.
Yeah, we always talk about the homegrowns a lot, and you had Jay and you had Noah come in late to help close this out. Caleb was brilliant all night. How important with those veterans is having that youth who have grown up in the club?
Yes, I think it's unbelievable. I always say that I trust the academies. I believe in the kids, and you know, I think it's a proof that this coaching staff really believes in the kids because, of course, probably it's not that easy to take that decision to bring home runs at their age in this type of games against big stars. But I really believe in them, so they make my life very easy when they put this type of performances. I know I can trust them in any moment.
You've talked about it all through this run of games where you felt like it was just one moment away from turning. Was there anything in the buildup to this one? Is there anything today that just gave you even more confidence about getting that kind of a result after the performance?
Well, I think the mentality of the team, again, I have to come back to that. That was the key part. It's not about tactics. It wasn't about any other thing more than the team mentality. Everyone was humble. Everyone was willing to do the work, but also they put their main attributes, which is playing football, because we're a team that likes to play football and we do that very well. But we just need a little bit of a piece of composure and confidence in ourselves. And I think this can be a good turning point, but still have done nothing. Still, we're very low in the standings. I hope this is the beginning for a good stride of games where we have good results, but we have to put the same amount of energy, the same amount of commitment, and the same amount of football that we did today.
Just the last one for me, I know it's obvious like what Gregerson brought, and we've talked about it before. On a night like this one, Abram, and trying to be a mainstay in the Peruvian national team in a game like this one against South American legends, how big was Luis Abram for you tonight?
I think he was very good. Number one thing I like about Abram is his composure on the ball. I think he was really good on that. But also, you know, I always challenge him a little bit to be aggressive on and off the ball. He's composed, but the way he was receiving the ball, going forward, and then finding Thiago early in the game, I think was really good. But then defensively, he was also very aggressive, always in good positions. When he had to jump to press some of the strikers, he did good clearances. I think one of the best performances from Luis Abram. So very happy about it.
All right, we got time for 2 questions on Zoom. We'll go to Sam first and then Felipe. Sam, go ahead.
Hey, Gonzalo. I was wondering if you could detail the plan to track Busquets in particular. It seemed like Jamal was doing a lot of work, particularly focusing on Busquets defensively.
Yes, defensively, it was a little bit of that. Our 9 dropping, we said, no, their center backs are good, especially in long balls and all that, but the ones that are going to hurt you are Busquets, Messi in the pockets, or Rojas if he was playing. Then, of course, Redondo is another very skillful player in terms of playing through balls and penetrate through the middle. So it was a little bit of a combination between the back pressure from Jamal, and yes, it took a lot of effort for the kid who did a great job. But also the 2 in behind, I think Dax and Tristan were outstanding in terms of communicating, passing lanes and blocking inner passes. But after that, we knew that in transition, we had a huge opportunity because if Jamal was deep with Busquets, the center backs will not have a reference from Jamal. And then the spaces in between center backs and fullbacks were open. And then I think we did that in transition with Saba and Thiago on those, but also the runs from Jamal were also important. So I think they executed the game plan brilliantly.
All right, Felipe, last one.
Congrats, Gonzalo, on a big win. You mentioned the team, everyone doing their role, everyone having the same commitment, the mentality. What changed? What was the biggest difference, and how do you replicate this? That's been the big question around this team. Can they be consistently strong mentally? Can they play consistently well in every game? What changed, and then how do you repeat this performance on Sunday and moving forward?
Well, Felipe, thank you for the question. I think, to be honest, it's hard to say what changed. I have seen these type of performances against many teams, but we were just maybe not scoring the goals that we scored today, or not making plays on our own box and not defending as well as we did today, or maybe some silly goals that we conceded, whether it was a doubtful penalty or a direct free kick deflected, or things like that affected the team. But honestly, I think we outplayed many of the recent opponents that we have had. But today we were able to put the ball in the back of the net in some of those dangerous areas that we did. And I think that was the main difference, to be clinical. But as you said, big kudos to the whole team for putting a team effort. I think the team effort was something maybe was a little bit better this time. But in terms of performance, I think it was very similar to some of the recent performances.
And so how do you replicate it? How do you replicate that on Sunday? You're still facing 5 losses at home if you don't win. So how do you replicate that?
Well, the thing is, we are having also getting back some of the key players that we had in the beginning of the season. Derek was outstanding again. Thiago was back. Gigi's back. I don't know for what extent in the next match, but he will be back. So suddenly we are having pretty much very close to have full squad. So I think it's just a matter of them believing in themselves in the same, but now probably we are getting the quality that maybe we're missing in key areas of the field, whether it was the center backs or the attackers. So I think they just need to keep going.
All right, thanks. We'll end it there for Gonzalo. We'll have a player up in a second. All right, we'll go ahead and get started with questions for Saba. Again, we'll start here in the room. Doug, go ahead.
Based upon your goal celebration, is it Saba Junior time?
It's a girl.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How, considering the circumstances, 9 matches winless, trouble scoring, how important was this performance and result tonight
Yeah.
for the rest of the season?
The most important thing is the results. We get the 3 points in Miami. Like I said before the game, like I came here for the 3 points. So I know the team. I know my team. We were struggling, but like I had I have a good feeling. Before the game, I had a good feeling. So yeah, we did it.
Did the change in formation help y'all have more confidence or be more aggressive tonight?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, like it's could make decision, and like it was, as you can see, like it was perfect, for this team for this game.
How important is it to have guys like Gregerson and Williams back on that back line?
Yeah, this is so big important for us. Both they are so good, for me. Like they are very important players for us, and this is the one of the key our success.
Could you talk a little bit about the relationship you have with Lennon? It's a
Yeah.
little bit different tonight with him in a wingback role, but you
Yeah.
guys combine so well.
Yeah, still like today was like a little bit different, but we have chemistry, So like for us, it's no problem. Still, you can see like we had some combination even he gave me assist. So
And on a night where it feels like so often Atlanta United can get into the 18 so well.
Yeah.
It's goals from outside the 18 to make
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
Just the way it fell tonight for you.
yeah, I mean like honestly, I'm training every day for that, and not for long shots and that. So I did. Yeah.
On both your goals, you picked up the ball and were just able to dribble. Nobody closed you down
Yeah.
for a long time. Were you a little surprised by that?
Honestly, I was not surprised. Even I had a conversation with Gonzalo yesterday. I mean, like he wanted more aggression and he wanted more like my dribbling and aggression, with confidence. So it was nice talk also, and it was nice for me. So like this conversation, and yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
When you came out, you and Gonzalo had a long conversation. How much
Yeah.
do you think getting this result means for you guys as players, for him and for his staff?
Yeah, we are in the same page, So like, it's so big for us and for the staff. So,
How do you do this again on Sunday?
what?
How do you do this kind of performance again?
We will do on Sunday. So,
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, with that, we'll go to Zoom for a couple. Felipe, go ahead.
Hey Saba, congrats on the huge performance. Well done, and congratulations on the baby on the way as well. I mean, you mentioned that you're on the same page with Gonzalo. The team is behind the staff. It's a big win for them. Did you feel like you guys were playing for the staff and their futures? Was it that big of a moment for you guys?
I mean, like like it's I said, we are on the same page. We were struggling with the staff or teammates or my teammates, players, or everyone was struggling. Last few games. So like if we are winning together. If we are losing together. So I said so many times like we just need like one like game like that, and after confidence and mentality, we'll back for sure. So it's the moment for sure. I know I have this feeling it's this moment. So we will come back.
All right,
And then
last
just quickly, if you don't mind. Go ahead, Charles. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, Charles, go ahead.
Thank you. Saba, congrats. I wanted to ask about the getting at their defense, because it looked like you guys were able to have a lot of success with when you move Busquets or get to attack their back four. Could you speak about how you found the space for the opportunities?
Yeah, honestly, in Miami, they are like so many big players, they are all amazing. So we know their capability, like what they can do. And we were like last 2 days, we were working for that. So I think we did a good job.
Felipe, do you have one more? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just you mentioned the team was really direct today, really vertical. The counterattack looked like it fit the players a lot better. Obviously, the opponent had a lot to do with that. They were very wide open as well. But how do you guys feel about playing like that at home? You may not get that opponent against Charlotte. Charlotte may just decide to defend. Can you guys be different in different against different opponents?
I mean, like, every team is different, so you can't play like every time same game or same tactic. So let's see, like Charlotte, we know it's a different than Miami. They are playing a little bit different, but still, like I think we can do, but like coach how he decisions do, how he make decision, like how the tactic will be, like it will be okay for me, any tactic,
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone. With that, we'll conclude the press conference.